So, welcome to chapter 2. In this chapter, we are going to cover buying a domain name and hosting. So, as you can remember from our previous lesson, we defined a domain name and hosting. So, you'll simply click on the link in the presentation. So, here's where we have our suggested hosting company and a domain name seller. So, at the moment, we are recommending Prohouse. So Prohouse has some key advantages. So first is the pricing. Second, it's the local availability. So you have ability to purchase domain names relevant in Kenya. So you can realize the packages are priced in Kenya shillings. So as you can see here, they're saying the charges are per month. But one thing you need to note is this amount is paid annually. So you simply multiply the amount by 12. So it has a variety of packages. Some of the key things you need to note before purchasing any of this is, of course, your budget. You need to look at what fits your budget the most, and also look at things such as storage. So this is key in terms of size of the expected website. If it's something small, I'll go with a smaller package. So for me, I'm going to go with the first package. Here, I'm going to search for a domain name. If it's available, I'll be able to pick. So you can realize there's a couple of available options. So for me, I'll prefer the .co.ke, but you can really scroll down and see the ones which are available. You can also notice that some are unavailable. So that means that those are already taken up. Okay, so we'll click add for the .co.ke because that's my preferred option at the moment. We're going to give it some time. This is the loading process. Once you choose the extension, now you need to click continue. So here, you realize now we can be able to purchase our hosting. So we'll go with the first option. And on the right hand side, you can see the order summary. That gives you the amount. Okay, so once you choose what fits your budget or your needs, you can then click continue. And then at the bottom, you'll also notice that there are additional add-ons, which we'll be able also to pick as we go on. Next here, you can choose available add-ons. The DNS management, that's a brief description of what this is. Always tick it. You can also pick the ID protection and email forwarding. So ID protection is mainly what is referred to as the who is information. It's more avoiding spam messages. The email forwarding, this is whereby you can be able to forward emails from your domain name to another email account. Once we've done that, now we can process or proceed to the checkout stage. So the checkout, it's good to look at the total amount and see if it's what was fitting your budget or your needs before you check out. Okay, so you can check that. That's the amount which will be recurring per year. For me, I'm good with that. And now check out now. So at this point, you can now sign up. I recommend you setting up with your Gmail account, or if you have the Facebook account also, you can use that. So this enables you to easily sign in future to your account. So we've created this email just for this course. I'll easily sign into it using my Gmail account, and I'll be able to proceed with the ordering process, where I'll be needed to fill in additional information for me to be able to complete my order. So you can see it has auto-filled some of the information. Now I can simply proceed and type in the rest of the information, and we'll be ready to proceed to the next stage. So another thing you also need to note is sometimes people skip some of these boxes. So I'll show you what happens if we skip a couple of them. So we'll be prompted again to go back and have to fill in all this information. So it's always recommended, just take your time, fill in all the relevant information, and always tick at the bottom to complete your order. So now you can realize now we've been highlighted to fill in all this information. So we'll have to type in almost everything and then proceed to the next stage. So here I'll just fast forward and look or rather display now the final stage. So once we're done, now we can click complete order. So after completing the order, you can see we are now referred to a new page where we'll be able to choose the payment option which you want to proceed with. So for me, I'm going to pay using M-Pesa. So it gives me the till number and the amount. So I'll simply pay this and add the transaction message right above here. Okay, so here you simply just now go to your phone, buy goods, or rather the M-Pesa menu, buy goods, enter that till number, enter the amount, and then pay. And then only insert the first code which appears on your message or your confirmation of payment message. Once you're done with that, click pay now, and this will be able to prompt you to the next page. Now you can see the order has been confirmed. We can continue now to the client area. Here we'll be able now to see our domain name and the packages which we've been able to purchase. So another thing to note is that sometimes this doesn't work immediately, because you can see there is no services here. We're supposed to be able to see hosting and also the domain name. You see it's pending. So this usually takes some time. This is referred to as propagation. Okay, it's a term which means that for a certain duration, you need to give it time for it to be able to be created and be active now online, such that you can be able to access it irrespective of the computer you're using and the location which you're working from. So this takes some time, but we can go to our email. We are supposed to receive confirmation of our payment and our purchase of these services, and also we are also supposed to receive a confirmation with our cPanel login credentials. So cPanel is what we're going to cover in the next topic, but this is basically the back end of your website. So here I'll go into my Gmail account and see if they've been able to automatically send me the emails with the particular informations. So here just simply log into the Gmail account which we used while purchasing the domain and hosting packages. So now you can see I have a couple of emails from Prohouse Cloud. So these are all related to the account which we've just purchased right now. You know, the domain name and the hosting packages. So there's one email which is missing here, and that's the cPanel credentials email. And without that email, we are unable to proceed to the next stage. So another thing which you can be able to do, because as you can realize, I'm making this website late at night, so you can check and go back to Prohouse website, and in the live chat area, confirm if they've been able to get your order, and if your domain name will be able to propagate within the next few hours. So to be able to do that, you'll have to go back to Prohouse and click on the live chat. So in the live chat, you simply put in your details, that's your name, your domain, and someone will be able to pick it up, and you can now follow it up with them. So as you can see, so I'm chatting with one of their support team members. And now the main advantage with this, and one of the main reasons why we choose Prohouse, it's because of this support, which is more or less 24/7. So in case of any challenges, you can simply just go back to the website and type in your challenge, and they'll be able to assist from there. So as you can see now, we are able to chat, and he or she is able to advise on the position, and they are able to notify me if they've received my order, and also how long I'm supposed to wait for it to propagate and for me to move forward. So for the live chat, this will be occurring on the left-hand side of the web page, and you can be able to ask them any additional queries which you may have, and also in case of other future challenges, just simply talk to them and they'll be able to assist. So here you can see now that they're able to notify me of the process, and you can just check the chat here below, and after it's all ready and done, we'll be able to receive an email to log into a cPanel, and that will be the next stage of the class or of the course.